Growing up in a musical family in Britain, Wayne Riley's future career path was decided at an early age.
All of my family members are interested in music. My brother, he used to play clarinet when he was younger, and we'd always sing in church and that kind of thing. And from a very young age, we were exposed to that. It was never really, okay, this is life, this is music. The two things were always together, always combined.
As a youngster, Wayne was a big fan of Bruce Lee. He began to dream that one day he would be able to combine his two passions in life, Chinese kung fu movies and music. While still a student, he developed a clear idea of where in the world his ambitions might take him.
I like Chinese movies, I like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, those guys. Wouldn't it be nice to see where they came from, learn about their culture, learn about their language, and, try to learn something from them and their people. Okay, let's go there. Let's go and have a look.
After his graduation, Wayne set off for China. Here he found work as a recording engineer, contributing to several movies and documentaries. His big breakthrough came when he created the special sound effects for the movie Flashpoint.
I've had so many opportunities here that I would never have got if I hadn't come to China, really. Like I said, I can work at the best studios with the top artists in the country. I can work in the Olympic Games, work for Google, Mercedes-Benz. These kinds of things just would be almost impossible if I was back home. The opportunities are endless. If you are willing to put the work in, if you're willing to really try hard, the opportunities are here.
The A-string entertainment is well known in Beijing's music circles. It's where many popular songs have been recorded. Wayne often comes here to work.
I'm just putting some microphones on these drums, and we're going to mic everything up individually so that we can get a clear sound.
I think in Beijing, when you find somebody that you like, especially in our job, you kind of try to find a way to stick with this person when this person knows what he or she is doing, and Wayne is a great person to work with.
Yeah. He's been working in his field for so long that all the stuff that takes most people a long time, he knows exactly what you want to hear already. So he makes the bass sound how I want to hear it without me having to even say anything. He just knows immediately how I like my sound. And that you get from working continuously. Like, he knows what I like, therefore quick, easy.
You can sit and listen, but it won't be you who's in my song.
Over the years, he's built up a reputation for hard work and professionalism. He's also earned a lot of respect, and his reward is a growing number of job offers.
Before, traditionally, people would have some kind of apprenticeship within a studio, and they'd be trained very formally how to do recording, mixing, editing, and those kinds of things. But these days, the technology is a lot more simple to use. So you can find people that have never gone to college, never gone to university to study this kind of thing, never had a mentor or anything like that, but their knowledge on the subject is pretty similar to mine.
Yeah, but the knowledge can be similar, but it's not just about knowledge, it's also about experience and listening. It's very important to have a good ear, like a wine taster or whiskey taster. They have to have a good tongue, a good taste. A sound engineer has to have a good ear, has to be able to understand music, understand sound. It's not just about putting wires in, connecting everything up. I mean, I can do that. Anybody could do that. But it's also, a good sound engineer is about listening. And really, you're a part of the band.
For us as a musician, we can play maybe 1,000 of stuff in the same song. But the one we choose to play is what it makes us different from the other players. It's the same for the sound engineer. For me, there is maybe 1,000 of way you can tune the kick drum, for example. But maybe he picked 5 and he said, David, listen to this 5. And I will be like, this one. But maybe it's 1,000, but he picked the 5 I would like to.
Yeah, I feel you also have to be almost a scientist, because this is all science. It's sound, it's physics. You have to know the walls, how sound bounces off glass or wood or concrete, or how it doesn't bounce off carpet or foam. And that's where the training actually helps, because you also learn to study rooms. A good sound guy will step into the bar or the theater and know exactly where to place microphones, because he knows where the sound's going to bounce off there, so I can pick it up right here. So that takes training and years,
and knowledge,
experience. Yes.
So you might know the equipment, but like certain people can play a guitar, but to play it with feel is a different thing. And it's the same with a sound engineer. To really feel your art is really important for a good sound engineer.
Wei is a classical music lover. A favorite part of his work is his regular monthly visit to the Bookworm Cafe in Beijing's Sanlitun district, where he records live performances and interviews with musicians. Tonight, he's recording a recital by violinist Ning Feng.
The feeling's quite different. In the studio, it's not really a natural kind of environment. I think a lot of artists prefer to be on stage and perform live. And when you put an artist into the studio, even though I do actually work in a studio, it's difficult to get a really fantastic performance out of an artist in such an unnatural environment. So when you see an artist live, you'll find that they usually perform a lot better.
Wayne is a popular figure in Beijing's music community. This is due partly to him being good at his work. But people also admire him for his willingness to give his time for little or no money.
None of us get paid for this. This is just out of love. But he is the one dragging equipment back and forth and setting all kinds of stuff. It takes him a lot longer to set up and to break down than it does for me. And he was living in another province and still came up to do this. So in the beginning it was more like, okay, you want to do something classical music, that's fine. I'm too tired. I don't want to think about it. Come to the event I already do. But after he came the first time and was so supportive of it, it became also his event. It's not my event anymore, it's our event. And he's my partner in this event. And it's his support that gives me the energy and the positive feeling to keep going forward. I don't think anybody else would have devoted this much time to it. No matter how busy he is, he makes this a priority. And for someone that has a family to support, taking on a free job is never a priority. And it's a priority for him because he loves classical music so much.
I must do that. I think if you don't have some kind of dream that you're chasing, then life can seem very boring. I always have to be working on something or working towards something. This is just the way I am.
Hey.
Hi, Wayne. How are you?
Chen Yinxi, a former classmate of Wayne's in the UK, is playing a jazz concert in Shanghai. Wayne has agreed to record the performance. He arrives in Shanghai a day early to finalize the arrangements.
So was this your idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you're in Beijing,
Yeah.
but your home is England.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have homesick. That's about it.
I see.
But you have your goals, right? You want to achieve something, you want to do something. So that's why you stay in Beijing.
Sure.
Yeah. Later we're gonna have rehearsals here.
Okay.
So you'll see.
Sure.
他对自己的要求很严格，对工作非常非常的细心。我觉得他一直都没有变，他对工作的这种严谨的态度一直都没有变。其实他的性格还是很内向的，他工作是他对自己的要求很严格。我觉得他工作的态度我是非常认可的，而且他的能力很强，所以由他来做这个工作，我很放心。
Back at his hotel, there's no time to rest. Wayne continues to work on the sound mixing.
What I like to do is get the recording done, take it home, and then record them in straight away while the project is still fresh in my memory.
Here I'm just listening to each track individually to make sure that there's good separation here. We just have the kick drum track. And then we have the snare. It's not bad. If I do say so myself, it's not bad. And then we have some overheads.
I think a lot of the people that do this kind of work, they really enjoy it a lot, and they don't mind so much to make sure that everything is perfect and everything is done well. They don't really see it as work because it's such good fun.
今天的主题是家和远方。为什么是这个主题呢？因为你的梦想，你来到了这，你想奋斗，我需要去寻找我的梦想，去到远方，所以我们都在这儿。But very wise was he.
The overheads for a sound engineer are high, and what he earns from the work isn't enough to support himself and his family.
I have to supplement this job by doing other jobs. I have to be able to pay for equipment and pay for repairs and transportation by doing other things so that I can still do this and enjoy it.
Even so, he struggles to make ends meet, yet he continues to pursue his dream in the belief that all the sacrifices are worthwhile.
There was a boy, a very strange and enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far over land and sea.
If you take into account all the effort that I put in and all the time and all the money and everything that I dedicate to doing this, I probably don't even break even, you know. I probably lose money from doing this kind of work. I must do that. I think if you don't have some kind of dream that you're chasing, then you know life can seem very very boring. You know, I always have to be working on something or working towards something. This is just the way I am, you know. And doing music technology, sound work, audio recording, that kind of thing. It's something that I have to do, and it's something that I want to always be better at and always improve on. You know? So I think I will still keep doing it, even though I'm not getting rich at doing it. It doesn't matter to me, you know.
Whenever he's in Shanghai, he makes a point of visiting the Bound. It's a place that brings back happy memories.
You can see these types of boats in my wife's hometown all the time. The last time I came here was with my wife, and we walked along this same area.
You know, when you have a family and you have other responsibilities, you know, they need you to be around. You know, they don't want you to always be in the concert hall or in the studio or on location doing some film or something. They want to see you and be part of your life as well.
Hi.
When he first arrived in China in 2007, he worked as an English teacher in Beijing. At the institute where he taught, he met a girl from Yangzhou named Huang Haihua. The couple now have an 18-month-old daughter. Back when it came to courting Huang Haihua, Wayne resorted to a simple deception.
每次下班的时候呢，他就问那个，你看我们俩可以一起走吗？我说好啊。然后呢，他说我就离你住的特别近。然后呢，我说想那挺好。然后我们当时呢就是在阜成门工作，然后就坐那个44路，然后到那个前门，然后前门完了之后呢，因为我还要倒另外一辆车，然后呢他也倒另外一辆车，然后呢我们就各自回家。我们每次呢就会在前门，然后坐在公交车上，然后并且在前门聊会儿天，然后呢然后各自回各自的家。当时呢我就觉得他肯定确实离我们家肯定是比较近，但是呢有一次我记得是好像不知道怎么谈到他家住的具体的地方，后来我才知道他住在积水潭那边，但是呢我住在南园那边，所以呢就是一个是往北，一个是往南，所以就是完全两个不同的方向。我才知道他的阴谋，他就是想送我，每次送我就是去车站，然后呢跟我去聊天。
I just wanted to have some, private time to talk with her.
在工作方面，他比较敬业，就是很守时，从来不会迟到，早退。他对工作的那种认真的这种态度，所以呢，我觉得，比较有责任心。我觉得以后就是即使有家庭，也应该会非常有责任感的这样的一个男人。
At Spring Festival 2008, Haihua invited Wayne to her home to meet her parents. Yangzhou is a small town, and news quickly spread that the local girl had a foreign boyfriend. Sadly, attitudes there were quite conservative, and the reaction of some of their neighbors created a dilemma for the family.
我们小伢人啊都当想王海娃这个小姑娘怎么带外国人呢？我说我也不知道，她带回来我怎么办呢？我晓得个，哎呦，我们亲戚好友都这么讲，哎呦，怎么这么狠，不像样张啊！他们都这么说，我怎么说的？他们说你拿王海娃留在家里，你等他走。我这么想，他那里大学生，让我外国到我家来，我怎么好等他一个人走了？家里去了时间，怎么？我上人不给家人家骂了个了。他姐姐都这么说，他爸爸也这么说，去他去，他自己敢用，他说他好，他就跟他走吧。他结婚啊，这个生孩子我都没有过，是生了孩子是他姐姐到北京来2个月来照顾他，我都没有来。老实讲不高兴，讲看不惯。现在吧，有了孩子吧，带到这个北京来吧，我现在那想，要不去带孩子吧，真对不起孩子。
The old lady eventually headed to Beijing, where she delighted in looking after the baby. She was also spending more time with her son-in-law, and after a while, she began to appreciate his good points.
现在喜欢啊，什么都会学个也会讲啊，我说什么他也说什么啊，都晓得讲实话啊。他一天到晚来追亲我了。他周末还喊奶奶。叫我妈叫奶奶。他也姓王啊，也跟我家姓了。也叫奶奶啊。
这个婴儿这孩子呢，我们看到的还是挺辛苦的。有时有这个忙起来都是深更半夜的，不睡觉。在他们这个过得比较开心嘛就行了。
他要是老人都自立自强不睡觉了，是辛苦了，不错，吃食在各方面吃食都好。
晚上半夜起来给他熬汤啊，熬羊肉汤，昨天晚上还熬羊肉汤，把那个骨头上的肉给剔下来，给煨，然后给他倒热温水喝。
Wayne is now very much a part of his Chinese family, but it hasn't always been easy.
To be honest, I still find it difficult to believe that we're still together. You know, after all the troubles and all the pressure that she went through, I'm still quite surprised that we managed to stay together.
As for his wife, she has a unique perspective on mixed marriages.
第一个是很多跨国婚姻的失败，这是第一，因为对对方彼此的不了解，有一些就是冲动在里面，这是第一。第二一个还是有不同的种族的一些因素在里面，文化各方面，包括我们也后来在谈论到以后生孩子，包括这个孩子的肤色呀会是什么样，肯定都会影响到就是说这个两个人的这种关系的一个相处，所以呢，其实在这个婚姻当中呢，其实我现在也是在目前不断的去学习。当然我们在相处的过程中也有很多的矛盾，包括就是饮食文化的差异，甚至现在在目前孩子的教育问题上有很多的差距，但是呢我们都是尽最大的努力互相往里靠。
I remember when nobody wanted to work with me. Nobody wanted to come to my studio because it was just a curtain with a microphone, and everybody thought, no, I'm not working with you. Those are realities that I had to overcome.
A symphony concert is to be staged at the Forbidden City Concert Hall, featuring the Dunshan Symphonic Wind Orchestra. More than a dozen musicians will be involved, and the relatively large scale of the event represents a challenge for those responsible for recording it. Wayne arrives at the venue early to check the facilities and make sure he has brought the right equipment.
This concert hall has a very, very, very nice acoustic, so I don't need to use so many microphones to get a good sound. I only have 4 at the front for the main image of the whole orchestra, and then I have 3 spots at the back just in case I need them. I probably won't use them in the final mix. I'll probably just use a combination of the 4 at the front, just because this acoustic is so good.
He has invited a camera crew along to record the concert. His wife has also come. She always liked to lend a hand where she can, and Wayne is very grateful for her support.
I hope it turns out very well. You know, after all the effort the whole team has put in, you know, my wife did a lot. I really think the whole day would have failed if it wasn't for her. You know, she took the day off from work just to help me on this event. So I'm really moved by that, and you know, the camera team that I have, I think they're really good, and they're really dedicated to their work and their roles within the team. So I think it should be fine.
In our, let's say, in our music industry, very hard. It's really not easy to keep certain values, like quality. That quality always must come first. That empathy, you know, mutual respect with artists, all that kind of stuff. I don't know how Wayne does it, but I know through what he went through to become what he is now. And I know, because I also live here now for 10 years, and I know it was really, really, for sure, not easy for Wayne, but fighting that struggle, he always kept an incredibly friendly, decent, professional, lovely man. And I think that's very, very, very honorable, respectable. So he's an idol.
Early in the next morning, Wayne comes to the Art Institute in Chaoyang District. He's recording a concert by the Weissman Brass Ensemble.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Good.
How about you?
Yeah.
As people, we just have to accept that. Not many things in life come very easily, and we just have to work hard consistently to get what we want. If I just bought a mic, and if I bought one mic and one computer and just connected the two and then pressed record and then became a world famous classical music engineer, it wouldn't really mean anything to me. It'd be too easy, you know. I think if you work hard at something consistently over a long period of time, then you get more satisfaction at the end. You know, when you can look back and say, "Wow, I remember when I came to China with one microphone and a cheap laptop computer, and that was years ago. Now I have much more than that. And I remember when nobody wanted to work with me, and nobody wanted to come to my studio because it was just a curtain with a microphone, and everybody thought, no, I'm not working with you." Now, those are realities that I had to overcome, you know. But you know, I enjoy doing it.
In overcoming the difficulties he has faced in his career, Wayne has been inspired by a man who has become his idol.
My favorite recording engineer that I really admire is Tony Faulkner. He's a very famous classical music engineer, and a lot of the techniques that I use for recording were invented by him. And I really admire his work, and I think he's a really amazing guy. Also, I remember a few months ago I contacted him online, and he was very nice, very, very nice. I was very surprised that he replied to my messages.
Wayne believes that the secret to achieving one's dreams lies in hard work and dedication.
If anyone has a dream, they should think about, okay, I'm here at the moment, but I want to be here. What can I do? Step by step. Of course, it's unlikely you can just jump from one place to the other. It's unlikely that I'm going to jump from Wayne to Tony Faulkner level. It's going to take many years, many little steps to get from here to here. So anyone that just wants to achieve their dream, just think about it. I'm here at the moment. I want to be here. What steps do I have to take in order to get from here to here to achieve that dream?